We are Mike and Taylor, and these are our dogs, Penny and Lucy. 4 years ago, we sold our home and everything we owned, moved onto a 40-foot boat, and sailed from Seattle. This is the story of us making our way. Welcome back, friends. After spending a total of 6 months on both coasts of Panama.
You can just see the Caribbean.
Can you? And 1 month in Colombia. And with Via in tip-top shape with fresh bottom paint, we have just departed Cartagena and set sail from South America to cross the Caribbean Sea. A 6-day passage where we saw the ocean like we had never seen it before. And where we made the difficult decision to go against the strongly worded advice of our hired weather radar. And I think we have decided to make a run for Puerto Rico and chose to rely instead on our own judgments and instincts. And we have just made landfall in the southwest corner of Puerto Rico with our good friends Leah and Kyle on SV Jubal. Oh, Mike, we crossed the Caribbean Sea. After our longest passage to date, we're so stoked to be here and are ready to stretch our legs and explore this territory that feels both somehow new and familiar.
About to take the dogs to the beach. This is going to be their first beach since San Blas, like almost 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. They're a little bit excited.
And we aren't the only ones who need to stretch our legs. After 6 days on a 40-foot boat, these dogs are thrilled to be back on a beach.
What do you think? What do you think? Oh, it feels good to be on land. First time touching Puerto Rico. Well, I was here I think when I was like 21, but yeah, it feels good. One nice thing that I didn't know is there are no crocodiles in Puerto Rico. I kind of would have thought maybe they had swum themselves to Cuba and then along the chain, but this is the first place we've been in a long time where we don't have to worry about crocs with these guys, which is good because there's like a mangrove swamp like right here. Take your ball. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's raining. To close these windows. We haven't seen a rain in months, and this is so well timed because our boat is crusty from that passage. Mike tried to wash it down a little bit today with some of the water on board, but we really need this. I feel like our rigging also, Cartagena is so dirty, like the air so dirty, just the top of our mast is like black and all the rigging is black, so we really need like a good hefty rain to clean some of that, but I'm sure it's gonna wash like gross sludge down to the deck. But Mike just took the girls to the beach and he's gonna get rained on. I think I see him on his way back, maybe. I don't know where he went. Rain. You guys! United States Post Office. United States Post Office. Haven't seen one of those on our travels in a long time. Sort of strange to see here actually, but also kind of cool. So it's so crazy about, I don't know, this town, Puerto Rico, is this Puerto Rico wide? I had no idea. This is brand new information to me. They have manatees here. Also, the temperature here is such a different thing. Like, it is straight up cold at night. Mike laughs at me, but it's like, compared to where we've been, guys, it's cold. The air is so dry. I never thought I'd explain Puerto Rico as cold and dry, but here we are. When you've been living in like the jungle for a year, this feels like so different. So different. Like, our towels actually dried after our shower last night, you know?
You described it as feeling like fall weather last night.
Yeah, it was like a chill in the air. It just, you know, when the sun goes down, like the temp drops, and that has not really been the case for all of these places, so. Oh shit, we got cats everywhere. I think we gotta run them back to the boat. It's too much. It's been so nice to be back out on anchor in a nice, calm anchorage, even though we still kind of get slammed by some of these trade winds, even though we're like well in the lee of the islands, but they're just so powerful that it's still kind of windy in here, but at least it's flat, it's not bouncy, it's comfortable. And as long as it's not the weekend, it's quiet. On the weekend, this like little town becomes like a party town, and there's like jet skis and party boats, and it's kind of bananas. But today, it's nice and quiet, and it's beautiful and sunny. And I think us and our friends on Jubal are gonna go run into town and get some food, see what they got. You guys are gonna stay here. Lo siento. But you got to run on the beach all day. Necessities, some trash and shoes. I'm gonna go find some snacks. Huh?
Is it better than yesterday? I wouldn't say it's better, but it's on par.
How would you rate it?
Very. I would rate it 8.5 out of 10. How many?
That's high.
Aw, but only one straw.
Aw, you just have the Lady and the Trampet.
Yeah. I think it could be. I always think a little spiced rum.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I will say yesterday's was better.
So, these two boys
And then one cup.
have discovered that they each share a penchant for pina coladas and or milkshakes. And so for the last very many months / years, as we've been traveling around the world and the continent, They each have been sampling pina coladas and or milkshakes in all of the places that we've been, and then sending a photo and or report and review of the pina colada that they've had to each other. And so we've been joking and saying that they need to start a blog, like a review blog, where they review pina coladas and milkshakes. And it's going to obviously be called Two Boys, One Cup.
We're writing a book.
Well, obviously. And we're now in the land where pina coladas were actually invented. So we're in like very serious territory here. So things have been taken up a notch.
No time for joking.
There's no time. Mike's been ordering a pina colada at every single restaurant we've been to.
3 for 3.
We had 3 yesterday each.
Each.
This is the second best.
Second best.
Out of 3.
So out of 3. Out of 3, so that's not really a rating, okay? There are unofficially 11 categories of different rating systems. So we have what? We have taste, mouthfeel, presentation, creaminess,
It's just different than mouthfeel, don't confuse.
ice chunks,
Aftertaste.
chunks, a very important consideration,
Aftertaste.
aftertaste,
Does it have hang time?
Maybe booziness.
Yeah.
booziness.
We said presentation already, but that's like very minimal on the. It could look like shit and taste really good, and I would give it a 10.
They're all weighted differently too, yeah.
Yeah, but we need to.
Mouthfeel is a number 1.
Mouthfeel's number
Pure
1.
Mouthfeel.
Chunks and mouthfeel.
Taste and mouthfeel.
Yeah.
So this morning we are leaving the little bay that we've been in since arriving at Puerto Rico, and it's been really quiet and still and beautiful because we've been like well and good in the lee of the trades over here on this southwest corner of the island. But today we're going to try to turn the corner, make a little bit of easting to go to another bay around the corner because we have to get ourselves to the city of Ponce before we can leave Puerto Rico, because we need to get the dogs to a vet, we need to refuel at a marina, and we need provisions before we leave here. But we're really not planning on spending that much time in Puerto Rico otherwise. But I think like it's deceiving how calm it is in here, and I think we're gonna round this corner and be like in some waves. So just trying to get things kind of secured so things don't go flying if we're bashing. Making any easting in the Caribbean usually means you're in for a bashy time. But luckily today, we weren't going far.
All stations. This is U.S. Coast Guard Sector San Juan, Puerto Rico. U.S. Coast Guard Sector San Juan, Puerto Rico. U.S. Coast Guard Sector San Juan, Puerto Rico. Break.
Okay, so this is how you know that we're not in Central or South America anymore. Look at this. This is some kind of a pine tree, some kind of a conifer. Look at all these needles. We are not in Kansas anymore. Wow, wow, wow. Gonna have to consult the judges here, but I'm pretty sure sprinkles is illegal and a pina colada.
Ooh, it's rummy. I like that.
It's rummy?
Super rummy.
Okay, points for rum. What do we think about the sprinkles?
Mouthfeel could be improved. The creaminess
pretty
could be
icy.
improved.
Okay, we need to improve mouthfeel.
Yeah,
Sprinkles don't make a difference.
Sprinkles doesn't matter.
Just gives it a
many
pop of
ice
color.
chunks.
Yeah, it's too icy.
I like the rumminess,
Okay,
the booziness.
okay,
I think that was a category.
okay.
Mouthfeel's okay. It's just too icy.
Half 7 out of 10.
Alright. Oh yeah, that has rum in it.
Yeah.
This anchorage is protected by a series of mangroves. So we threw everyone in the car and headed out to explore what in any other place we've been before would be a crocodile-filled terrain. But here, we got to enjoy it all, croc-free. Enjoyed land life in Cartagena and the city. I think they liked being in a house, and I think they liked sharing a house with a bunch of other people who gave them lots of attention. But the truth is, I think they're mostly happy to be back on a beach. We love beach. Beach is our favorite. Very happy. Very, very quiet. Oh, there we go. This no crocodiles in the mangroves thing is a trip. I think for the rest of our lives, both of us will never trust mangroves or muddy brown rivers of any kind, even if we're in like Canada.
I just read this morning that a young gal in San Blas was eaten by a croc.
Yes, I saw that too. She's a local, like a Guna girl. I think she was 11. She got eaten by a crocodile in San Blas. They're all over San Blas too. I mean, like they have been absolutely everywhere we've been, and they're such a scary thing. yesterday we like floated in the mangroves with our friends on Jubal, and that's not something that you can do any other place that we've been to so far on this journey that we're on here. So it was kind of cool. And then today I think we're gonna get in Jubal's big float. We might like float through the mangroves, like actually move down the mangroves. They're cool, they're really clear, they're really pretty. It's just so different. So this is our experiment today. We anchored our dinghy down at the bottom of the mangroves. Jubal drove us up to the start of the mangroves, and then we're gonna hop in this whole thing.
Lazy river.
Yeah. And we're gonna try to do a float down the mangroves and not get tangled in them.
Yeah.
Or eaten by phantom crocodiles.
Or an eye poked out.
That's what I was just
Yeah.
Or don't pop it.
Alright.
Hold this.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Not too shabby. Bubbles.
I know, it's a little refreshing. And we're off. After one lazy river float down, we tried the next one with both dinghies. So we tied them to our raft up and we rode the slow current down through the mangroves. And we only got stuck about half a dozen times. Okay, we're free. Join us next time as we try more frozen drinks in the city of Ponce. We face the worst part of this lifestyle. I think all four of us have been trying to not really think about this too much, but here it is, it's arrived. We say goodbye to our best buds, face some big last-minute engine issues. We were all ready to go this morning to leave to the Bahamas, and the engine just sounded weird. And we depart Puerto Rico, taking on the notorious Mona Passage, and make our way for the unbelievable blues. Look at the color of this water. Of the Bahamas. Wow. The perk of traveling with awesome buddy boats is you get to eat, you get to share food, and our friends on Jubal, Leah just like maked this. That's definitely not a word. Maked?
She maked it though.
I was looking at it and my brain went dumb. Cause let me show you. Mike, hold on, let me finish my sentence.
Making the way.
She made a like brownie s'more situation, something or other that she just made up, and she's like, come over and grab some. So Mike got in the dinghy and zoomed over.
She made this up?
Yeah, I think so. Whoa. Wow, 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 wow. She maked it. Okay.
No.
It's good?
Mm-hmm. Kyle was mad that we were taking some.
I'm not surprised. It has Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal on top, man. Wow.
Oh, that has a nice crunch to it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Getting pulled by my Sherpa here through the shallows. could probably drop the anchor there, Mike, if you want. Sea cows.
Rico's a French island, right?
Yes. Famously a French island. Are you asking for boob reasons? Yeah. Obviously. The only reason.